Welcome, I'm Dr. Melina Roberts, and I want to talk to you today about the liver hormone connection because there's a really strong correlation between the liver and the hormones. And a lot of people don't seem to be aware of this, so I just want to teach you a little bit about this connection because it's really important for us to understand. Now, the liver, what it is it's your body's major detoxifying organ. So any sort of toxic load that comes in the body, the liver filters it, then moves it out. That's its primary role. Another role that the liver plays, it's where all of your hormones are metabolized. So the liver makes something called cholesterol, and cholesterol is the building block of all of your hormones. So it makes the hormones for your ovaries. So mainly that's your estrogen and progesterone, and if they're in balance, then you would have good regular periods with really no symptoms. It would happen every 28 to 30 days, 5 to 7 days of flow, and really no other symptoms. If you're experiencing any other symptoms during your periods, or if they're irregular, or if you're experiencing pain and heavy periods, or if you're not getting a period at all, this all can be related to imbalances in your estrogen and progesterone. There can also be things like PCOS, so polycystic ovary syndrome, or even endometriosis is related to the hormones being out of balance. So anytime you're seeing any of these problems, you always got to look at the liver as well because of the great connection between the liver and the hormones. Now, the cholesterol from the liver also gets made into adrenal hormones. Now, adrenals, what they do is they release your body's stress hormones. So anytime your body's under any sort of stress, it releases hormones to help you combat that stress. Now, the three things that the body perceives as stress is mental emotional stress, chronic inflammation, and chronic infections. So these are three things that can drain the adrenals. Now, if we're seeing low adrenal function or even hyper adrenal function, if we're seeing any sort of imbalances in that adrenal function, we need to also look at the liver function because the liver is where all of these hormones are metabolized. Now, the other gland that cholesterol makes hormones for is cholesterol also gets turned into thyroid hormones. And thyroid, what it does is it sets up the temperature in the body. It's the temperature gauge in the body. And every biochemical reaction that happens in the body needs to be at a certain temperature. So the thyroid is what controls that temperature. So it plays a huge role in terms of the body's metabolism. And that's the metabolism of every cell in our body. So if there's thyroid issues going on, thyroid dysfunction, then you always have to look also at the function of the liver. So these are just some connections in terms of the liver hormones. And if the hormones are out of balance, so either the female hormones are out of balance, the adrenal hormones are out of balance, the thyroid hormones are out of balance, it all can be related to the liver function. So I hope that all makes sense to you, and I hope you learned a little bit more about the liver hormone connection. Thank you so much for listening. I encourage you to share this with your friends, to press the like button, to make a comment below, and until next time, continue to learn, grow, and build health.